Yo, Andrew here. So if you're gonna go see Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, here's what you need to know. Okay, so the plot of this film is Ethan and the gang are facing an AI threat. Super topical. The AI weapon knows all and sees all and can anticipate every single move that is put against it. So in typical fashion, every agency or powerful person wants the key to be able to control this weapon, which has proven to be a mission impossible. Y'all didn't think I was gonna do that, but I did it. It's cringeworthy, but I did it. Okay, so in typical fashion, I'm gonna do the cons first, and I'm gonna do the pros right after. Okay, so con number one. You're watching this film, you're enjoying it, it's flowing, action's happening, and all of a sudden, boom. You gotta wait till part two comes out next year or the year after. I'm not sure when it's coming out because there's a writing strike right now and some actors strike. So we might have to wait a little bit longer than that. And that's kind of annoying. It's actually annoying. It's not kind of annoying, it's annoying. Con number two, the villain.
It's been a long time, friend.
The villain looks like some dude your mom just started dating, and then he promised that he would never take over the role of your father. And then he fucking does. He's got that, hey amigo, look at me. I'll never take over your father's role. I love your mother and your mother loves me. I just want to be your friend. Fucking liar. Wow. I really sunk into that role. Let's move on. Con number three. Ving Rhames sits through the entire film. He stands up once. It's the perfect way to make millions. Just sit there. It's almost like his me. And that's the cons. There isn't much I dislike about this movie. I've been watching this since I was a kid, so this franchise is pretty much familiar to me. So I must say I'm kind of biased about it. And also Tom Cruise is one of the last living movie star legends out there. I can't believe he's doing this sort of stuff in his 60s. That dude is 60 and he's doing some crazy shit.
To shoot these stunts for Mission Impossible. With Tom, there are no limits. So we become a little bit more adventurous every time.
Tom's doing a sport very few people on this planet do. It's called speed flying.
It's a very beautiful and delicate sport.
But it also is one of the most dangerous sports in the world.
Like the other day, I just looked sideways and I snapped my neck. Well, not snap, but I was pretty bruised. It's pathetic. Now, pro number one in this film is that they managed to do the car chase scenes, which are fantastic, by the way. It felt a little bit like the Fast and Furious franchise, but somehow just a little bit more grounded in reality. Like they did some crazy shit, but it still felt real.
People are chasing us.
Yes, they are. You're driving.
Tom had to drive one-handed cuffed, for real. No cheating it.
The key is, don't crash.
It felt real enough because obviously we know Tom Cruise is doing those stunts himself, so it is a lot more grounded in reality, and I quite enjoyed it, and I'm sure you will too. And pro number two, Hayley Atwell's on-screen chemistry with Tom Cruise works absolutely well in this film. Actually, come to think of it, almost all the female cast in this film have good on-screen chemistry with Tom Cruise. So obviously, I'm guessing the casting team did a fantastic job. And pro number three, this film finds a perfect balance of taking itself serious, but not too serious that you get lost in the sauce. It's still figures out a way to be fun at the same time. But you know, that's typical with all the Mission Impossible movies so far. Okay, and pro number four is Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise doing his own stunts at age 60. People cannot fathom how insane this is. Like, he's doing the thing that is real while pretending that it's not real. You have to split your brain into two. He's acting as well as doing the stunt. Usually you get someone else to do the stunts and then you do the acting aspect of it. He's doing both of those things. It's a big deal. It's very hard to do what he's doing at the capacity he's doing it at. And to factor in that he's still doing it at age 60 is just... Okay, so my thoughts on this film. See, I like Tom Cruise, so I'm working really hard on not being biased about my feelings about this film. so I can help you out. So this movie is an awesome action film. It delivers on every action movie trope you'd expect. It's one of those movies you can also, watch for a date night, as well as maybe you can watch with a bunch of friends. So I'm gonna go ahead and rate this film a 7 out of 10. Now, the reason I rate this film a 7 out of 10 is because it stops halfway through, which means we've only just watched part 1. So I can't really judge it fully until I see part 2. So that's making it hard for me to give it any higher rating. I think it's a really good film, but it's not great, but it is really good. But it's just not great, but it's really good. Make with that as you will. So should you watch this film? Well, if you've been watching this franchise this whole time, you might as well finish up strong. And also, Tom Cruise makes you and your parents look extremely lazy. I mean, I include myself in this. Like, watching that guy do his stuff, you feel like, oh my God, I am so underachieving. And that's my 2 cents. Let me know if you're going to go and see this movie, and if you've already seen this movie, what are your thoughts on this film? And also, what were your thoughts on my ratings for this film? Now, please like and subscribe if you want to, and if you don't, that's absolutely fine. I'll see you in the next video.